What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. No good news today as Volvo Cars has announced they are reducing their production capacity for the 2022 production year. That will impact model year 22 but also model year 23. Also, Lynk&Co announced they are increasing the price for the 01. Well, is there some good news? Yes, Lynk&Co also did a couple of updates to the 01. So at least a bit of good news. Let's get started. So let's start with the bad news, and that is that Volvo Cars recently announced they are reducing the production capacity for this year, for Q2. That means April until, well, the early July, and that will impact model year 22 late and early model year 23 due to a lack of semiconductor, a specific type. So that's very unfortunate, and that will also impact a lot of customers which were still waiting for their model year 22 late car or are even already waiting for their model year 23 early car. And the biggest issue over here will be that customers with a model year 22 car will probably need to change their car to a model year 23 specification. And that means new colors, new trim levels, new engines, certain engines no longer available. For example, here in the Netherlands, you can no longer, for example, get the XC60 B5 on model year 23. So the dealership will call you up and say, hey, if you want a car, please change spec, trim level, but also the engine. No longer the B5, no, you will need to stick to a T6, T8 or Polestar engineered hybrid car. So that's very interesting, and that most likely will give a couple of cancellations as well. So that's a shame. Make sure you contact your local dealership for more information regarding your order, as I can imagine model year 22 orders will be pushed to early model year 23, and perhaps your order in 23 will be even delayed a little bit more. So keep that in mind. Also, the reduced capacity of semiconductors is leading to certain restrictions on options. For example, on the C40 and XC40, the pixel LED headlights, these awesome headlights, are no longer standard available. You can still opt for them, but then you will have a very long lead time. Here in the Netherlands, you only get them standard on the ultimate package, otherwise they are optional. But keep in mind, if you opt for them now, your car will be delayed for a long time. So earlier on the day of the announcement from Volvo Cars, local newspaper, the Gothenburg's Posten, already posted that 5 shifts were cancelled in the Torslanda factory. The factory where, for example, the XC60 and XC90 SUV are built. So the impact is severe, and this semiconductor lack will not only impact the production in Sweden, but also the ones in China, here in Ghent, Belgium, and also the one in Charleston, USA. So all car lines are affected. So Volvo Cars' expectation has been to grow this year, 22, but due to this reduction, they probably won't. They are aiming to stick to the same level of production and also profit from 2021, which was an okay year, you know, considering COVID and well, all the global situations at this moment. So then a bit of Lynk&Co news. The 01, the popular car, the plug-in hybrid, the cousin to the Polestar 2 C40, the XC40, awesome car, I enjoyed a lot. But Lynk&Co has, well, a bit silently increased the price of the 01 here, at least in the Netherlands, from 39,000 euros to 42,000 euros. That's a price increase of about 7%. That's a lot. That pushes the price of the car towards the C40 and XC40 plug-in hybrid. Well, not the C40, of course, only being electric, but the XC40. So that's an interesting development, and of course understandable, considering yet again the global situation at this moment. Everything is becoming more expensive, you know, supply of materials, all that is getting more expensive, transportation as well, hence the cars also get more expensive. So that's a bit of a shame. There is some good news on the 01 side, and that is for the model year 22 cars. So cars being built this year, the 01s, as they have a couple of new upgrades nowadays. So that's super awesome. Well, what did they do? They stayed over here. We replaced the 90-degree rear view camera with a 360-degree multifunction camera. We have installed laminated glass in the windows of the front doors. This offers several advantages such as acoustic insulation and better climate control. Fair points, but I gotta say that the wind noise on the left rear view mirror was, well, almost a bit irritating. So I kind of assume they also improved the sound insulation for that reason, but they don't really state that. But I truly hope that the wind noise will be reduced a little bit by this upgrade. And also a very nice touch, maybe on advice from Volvo Cars, from now on the rear lights will always be on in combination also with the daytime running lights. You know, the two awesome, very typical Lynk&Co lights on the hood of the car. So that's a very nice improvement. Good job by Lynk&Co. So there we go, guys. That's a bit of a news update. Reduced production, higher prices at Lynk&Co, but also at Volvo expected. And fortunately, a couple of updates for the 01. Always good to see improvements. It's a difficult situation at this moment, and we are of course talking about luxury problems. Keep that in mind. If you have any questions, of course, pop them down below. Also, comments are very welcome. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, at least I hope, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel, helps me out a lot. And over here, of course, I keep you up to date with all developments within the Geely group. That being said, as always, I thank you a lot for watching. Bye bye.